really out. She just like chilled.
Hi guys. Say hi, Margot. Hi, Margot. We are not, well, I'm not working at the land today. The guys are taking a load of a supply that we went and got over the New Year's holiday over to the property so that it's over there. We chose not to actually work much today. We have bad storms coming in, supposed to be here at like 3-ish. So for me, today is a laundry day. So you guys want to know how I do laundry? This is how I do it. And I bought this washer 4 years ago, and it has been amazing. It's paid for itself over and over and over again. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and let you guys see. So this is my wonderful washer. This side is the spinner. Of course, I got this on Amazon. I'll try to put a link underneath. But I just finished washing this one. And I have to do Jason's overalls by themselves because they're so big. But this little machine works better than my big machines ever did. I mean, look at that water. Ugh. And then, so you put it in here and you put this little white thingy on there. So there, now it's gonna go spin, and I have it on drain. So right now the dirty water is gonna go out and I'm spinning out the dirty water. I just finished washing these, and I cycle my clothes through because I do have a little dryer. Right now it's kind of rigged up. That's the vent for it. And I have to share my kitchen table with it, but going into winter I can't like hang everything out on the lines, obviously. So I said if we're living in the camper, I need a dryer. So I usually will do them in cycles of what I can hang out and what I can't, and then that gives me a little bit of extra, you know, drying time, because the spinner does a great job and it does spin them out. So I will just kind of record this and put it on what I'm doing and then speed it up where it needs to be sped up. So right now it's just still draining the water. You can see that that's really dirty water. So see, dirty guys, but definitely worth it. And then the little dryer we actually got at a thrift shop. Well, like a little, I don't know, Amazon returns store, whatever. And got it hooked up and it works amazing. But I'm gonna turn you guys around and let you see Charlie and Callie. Hi guys. Yeah, I know, you're not coming out though. Nice try. So, little escape artists. They're inside only. We don't let them out. Well, they try to get out, but then they're just chicken. So, alright, so once this is done, of course I have a hose rigged up out here. I kind of do a little rinse. And I think I only paid like $100 for this. And it's funny because I'll see people on the marketplace try to sell these for like $150, $200. And I don't understand. We're just gonna fill up. The water again. And I've spun out the dirty wash water. Show you differently. Okay. So these are my controls. I have a wash cycle, and I'll usually do it for 15 minutes, and then a rinse cycle I'll do for about 9. This is my control of the agitation in the drain. So when I put it up here, the water collects. When I click this one, the water goes down. So waiting on the next load to go. So it's just kind of a 15-minute cycle, and you just kind of have to stay on it over and over. Like, it's not one of those wash days where you can just start your washer and walk away and come back and it's done magically. No, it's every 15 minutes and every 9 minutes. So if you keep them running, it's not so bad. But I figured I would give you guys kind of a little look-see of where we're at right now, because we're only here for another 2 weeks, and then we have to be out on our land. So I mean, we could stay longer, but that's what we're paid up to. We want to be on the land. So I'll kind of give you a little tour of what we have going on in here, and it's just so beautiful. So you might remember some of this from when we did the Who Are We video, but you can actually see, so I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a ridge line right over there, and that's our ridge. That's our that's White Rock Ridge over there. Directly that way. So like, if I could like fly, I could just go whoop and boop, plunk myself down over there, and we'd be on our land. And Buddy and his wife have like trail systems and stuff that go down, because he's got 20 acres here. But it's just so beautiful, and getting up, you know, waking up in the morning, and this is you know what you see versus being in a campground. There are regular campgrounds, but I was so fortunate to find this, and it was the same prices as what we wanted. I mean, we would have gone back to the one that we stayed at last year, but that's like 2.5 hours south. So not a good spot. But this is it, and of course our home till we get the cabin built, and we love it. We got it set up exactly the way we want it. So anyway, this is kind of just an amazing property here that we have, or that they have, that we're on. So anyway, okay, so I'm not going to give you a full tour. That'll come another day, because right now we're shoved in pretty tightly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this around, and you'll kind of see I've got my kitchen table here, as well as you know, the laptop, everything that we do here. But we also have another refrigerator in the camper as well. So we gotta have that for extra space, or we're going to the grocery like every other day. So anyway, get ready. Ta-da! So this is my little Panda dryer, and I absolutely love it. I mean, it is just phenomenal. It does a great job drying the clothes. You know, I mean, it's a slower, but most importantly, it just runs off a normal plug. I think it's 120. I don't, electric is not my thing. So, you know, it does what it needs to do. It's got some, and actually, yeah, those are all done. So I'll kind of pull it all out just so you guys can see how much was in there. So about that much laundry. Does a good job. So I'm gonna go get the next load ready and get it in here and get that going as well. But this is the joys of laundry day. So good morning. It is not a good morning from the ridge. Today is Domestics Day. So the guys have gone to the property to continue to work on the driveway, and I am here and I'm going to do domestics. So I thought, well, that's a great time to give you guys a tour of my fifth wheel kitchen. We live full-time in our RV. We have since May, I believe, and absolutely love it. And when we give you guys a full tour of the camper, I'll tell you guys how much we actually paid for it, and you'll be amazed. But I'll also tell you what we had to invest in it as well to make it good for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a quick tour of my kitchen, and then we'll get started on seeing what we can make for supper. All right, so what I love about this fifth wheel is that it was designed for just a couple. And so it's not got bunkhouses, it's not got a lot of beds, unfortunately for Jacob, but yeah, so first off, we had to rearrange some things and move the table out, but Jason built me this when we were in Tennessee at my aunt and uncle's. And I wanted something, a cabinet made out of every kind of wood that he could source. So there's cedar, black walnut for the top, pine. I'm not sure what all he put in there, but it's doubled my cabinet space and countertop space. So obviously you can see I have my mixer and the air fryer, the coffee maker, because you have to have coffee. Over here, it's got like an L shape. So I've got this little up and down table that I can put up and down, which I just leave it up all the time. And of course, the cat feeder's Wi-Fi, so it automatically feeds the cats. So they kind of hang out when they know it's time to eat. Over on this side, I have my cast iron. I pretty much solely cook with cast iron. So I needed a good solution, and one of my best friends, Tara, from back home, yeah, her name's Tara too, she suggested this idea, and I was able to find a half price deal to get that ladder. And then I had some shower hooks that I had saved from, I don't know, 2-3 shower curtains ago. And so I was able to clean those up and use those to hang all of my cast iron, and it works great. I do move that though when we travel, so there's that. Then this is kind of where I hang my apron. My aunt Willa made me this apron, and I love it, and it was my gift, so I appreciate her for that and love her for that, and I wear it all the time. This is the primary fridge, obviously. I utilize that for everything I access very much on a daily basis, all breakfast supplies. You know, my diet is a little different since being in the hospital, so everything I like, I put in this one as well. This is just an awesome cabinet here because it has our trash in it, which is important to me. I don't like seeing trash out. And then this cabinet holds all of my dishes, bakeware, and other pots and pans and such, as well as like any spices that we use all the time, measuring cups, things like that. And who wouldn't love a good dishwasher? As my friend Patty says, it's a bougie kitchen. So, but it's my home. It's our home. And y'all have dishwashers in your homes. Why wouldn't I have a dishwasher in mine? It's an amazing dishwasher. It works flawlessly. I will see if I can find a link for that. I believe I bought it at Home Depot. And then over here, I have all of my spice racks. I use tons of spices when I cook and bake, and I really wanted a good solution that didn't take up drawer space. So I was able to find these on Amazon. I ordered 2 packs of them, and as you can see, I have all but 4 of them filled. So what was nice about these, I guess I can show you here, is the packing I actually utilize. I was able to rip this off of the packing of each single one, and I keep it tucked behind the bottle so that when we're traveling, they're not clinging. And then when we do have travel days, I take Glad Press and Seal, and I basically tape down all of my spices. If not, they tend to jiggle out, and I did lose a chili powder in the dents you see her from learning the hard way on that. I clearly still have just the main 3-burner stove and oven. I think I want to get some Velcro tape and figure out a way to kind of keep that from falling forward, because it really honks me off sometimes. And then obviously we have my utensil storage. Sink, that's pretty normal. That's nothing special there, but it's really super important to stay organized and stay clean. And so every day I'll go through, anytime I make something, anytime I cook, I'm always wiping everything down. In such a small space, a grease splatter will go 5 foot away. So I'm not going nuts and going insane. I clean it every single time I use it and put everything away. And the dishwasher is great with that because for what I can put in the dishwasher, we just put it in immediately. I don't like things in my sink. And in such a small space, you've got to have that organization, and it makes me happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through the refrigerator and see what leftovers we have for the week and see what I can throw together for a meal for us tonight. Sticking with the budget, I've got to make sure that we're not spending money on food. We don't eat out very rarely. We've eaten out maybe 3 times the whole time we've been in Arkansas. So we cook at home. I cook at home. So gonna see what we can throw together, and I might do a video of it, and it may become the very first video in our playlist for my cooking. So we'll see you later. Bye. All right, so going through the leftovers in the fridge, I had some leftover sausage and some leftover taco spiced chicken that we had quesadillas with. So some leftover queso, and one of the things that Jacob's been asking for that I used to make when he was a child was taco lasagna. So I'm gonna throw together some taco lasagna as well as some Mexican rice. Well, my version of Mexican rice, because I'm clearly not Mexican, but I did take a class one day from Mama at Chico's Mexican restaurant back home, and she did teach us how to make rice, so kind of learned it from her. So I'll go over the recipe and stick a link in the bottom with ingredients, or maybe just put the ingredients in the description as well. It's not normally what I make it with, but we're going to make it work. So obviously tortillas, diced tomatoes, tomato paste, tomato sauce, queso, cheese, sausage, chicken, rice. So I'll be back with throwing it all together. And the taco lasagna is done. I did not put additional cheese on here just because I want our cheese to kind of stretch a little bit. And since I put the queso on the top, I didn't feel that it was needed. So I'm gonna plate this up and waiting on the guys to get back. I don't know, I had dinner done a little bit earlier than they needed to have done. So I'll probably eat, but I'll plate it up and give you guys a look. And here we have our taco lasagna and our Mexican rice. Did not realize we were out of sour cream, so for the creamy, it's getting a little bit of ranch and of course Ortega taco sauce. That'd be it, folks. Alright, well, that wraps up my day of domestic. So I'm glad you were along for the ride to see kind of how it is living full-time in our RV, as well as trying to build the homestead. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link to any, I think the spice racks, the dishwasher, I don't know what else there was, but I'll see about putting that in there. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and start the playlist for the recipes, and we'll start with taco lasagna and the Mexican rice. So we'll keep it real. See you later. Peace out.